Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on a Honda Odyssey. So a few days ago my pastor called me, said his Honda Odyssey 2004 van is in his garage, and when he puts the key in to try to start it, the key will not turn. And you know, he tried a bunch of times. So it's not the steering wheel, like sometimes you can wiggle the steering wheel, get the key to turn. It's not that. He tried spraying some lubricant into the key slot. That didn't help. Nothing. So his van has just been sitting there in his garage for like 2 weeks. He actually went on Googled how to fix a Honda where the key won't turn. He found my video I made a few years ago where I did this on my 2004 Honda Pilot. It was the second listing when he searched, so he called me up and asked me about it. So I volunteered to go over there and try to fix it for him. So we're going to take you along. I'm going to take my son. He will run the video camera and we'll take you through the whole process. So I've had experience doing this 3 times before, so I'm pretty sure we will be successful. Basically we're going to take the cover off the steering column. We're going to take out the cylinder that the key goes in. We're going to take out the pins because those pins are what's stuck, and then we'll put it all back together and should work great. So hope you enjoy. All right, one more thing, I want to just give a disclaimer. Try this at your own risk. I have a lot of comments on my other video about people that it helped. They're like thankful, thanks, it saved me so much money over a locksmith or the dealer. But also other people tried it and it didn't work. So try at your own risk. Also, the first thing we're going to do is disconnect the negative battery cable. That way we don't accidentally trigger an airbag. So make sure you do that, and then we'll get right into it. Okay, so first we're going to take 3 screws down here. Yeah, out, because we're going to try to remove this cover. So one here. Okay, so this bottom cover should pop apart and come down. Okay, that side, left side popped off. Okay, and then this should come out. Okay, so getting this top part off. The issue is this shifter is often up in park, and so it's hard to get this off. So what we want to do is shift it down to first, but it's locked and you can't shift without the key unless you reach in here. So look under here, see this white thing? There's a white lever there. You reach in there and pull that down, and then we can shift down so that we can get this thing off. Alright, so we need to get this black cover off where the key goes in. So there's 4 screws. There's 1 here and 3 in the back. Before that though, we'll take these green plugs out. Okay, so we got these 2 green plugs unplugged. Then we took out a screw over here. That was pretty hard to get. We used needle nose to grab it and turn it. Then a screw down here that was easy. I'm getting one right here. See that one? That one's pretty easy. And then there's one more back in the back somewhere. I have to find it. Okay, I think it might be on the top. Let me look up here. That's not gonna help. So I didn't get it on film, but you may need to unplug this white plug from the black plug in order to see this last screw. Okay, so the last screw is right down in there. Can you see that one down there?
Yeah.
Very hard to get to. If we can figure out how to get that, we will be good. So, see, you can't really get a screwdriver in there. Okay, so we got that last screw out from right back there. Using this, we're able to stick this right in here and turn it just like 1/8 of a turn at a time. Also, we're able to use this little bit, stick that in there and turn it with pliers. That helped a little bit. And then the last little bit we were able to turn by hand. So now this thing should just come off like that. And then this thing also comes off. And we'll set that over here. And okay, so we just pulled that off and we're just gonna hang it here, and now we're gonna see if we can get that out. So you'll have to use the key here to get the lock cylinder out. Take the key. Yep, like that. There it is. So there's a little pin that goes from there all the way through and comes out down here. And we have to pound that off in order to get this piece off. So we need like a hammer and a little nail or something. Okay, I just cut the end of this nail off, and I'm trying to get this pin out. I think we're gonna try to pound it this way. Yep. Okay, that went in. Okay, so see it's coming out over here. Mm-hmm. See if you can see if that nail will fit. You can go all the way through. Yeah, it's coming out. There, yep, that's it. So see, that's it.
That's it. There we go.
Okay, so we can't lose that.
That is cool.
One time the first time I did this, I took this off and I didn't pay attention how it went back. And then when I tried to put it back in the car, I had it on upside down. So, okay, so I'm gonna hold it with the key going in the left side, and there's a thin notch over here and a thicker notch on the back. Mm-hmm. And okay, that piece just slides off. So I'm gonna try to keep this piece so it doesn't. I don't want it to flip around. I have to remember which way it goes. Okay, we'll clean this off a little bit. And now, this should come out. And there's your problem. See that thing sticking up?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Those, when the key's in, those should all be down. So that pin sticking up,
yeah,
that's the problem that's not letting it turn.
They're all sticking up. There's a lot that are sticking up.
Well, the others are flat. See, if I start taking the key out, now they're going to stick up. But if I put the key in, they're all down except that one. So that one is the problem. So what I did the first time is I took out the one or two that were a problem. It looks like maybe you have two. And then it worked fine for about a month. And then when I was out in the woods hiking, actually, doing some work out there with some guys, it did it again. So then I took it all apart and I took them all out, and then it's never been a problem. So that's what I would recommend, is just taking them all out. So we're just going to take all of these out, and then there's also some little springs behind them that we'll also take out. I think I'm going to need some pliers. So see this spring? And then that one, I didn't see a spring. There's a spring. There's a spring. Oh, I'm losing it. Okay, so now I have to make sure I get all those springs. There's another one. I don't know how they put these together. Probably a machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, just
yeah. It'll be very easy.
Right in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's see if we can put this back together. Okay, so we got all of the springs, all the springs and all of the, I don't even know what they are, all those little pins out.
Pins out.
And now we're putting it back together. have to make sure it goes the right way. Otherwise the key won't turn when you put it back together. I know from experience. So then we have to put this pin back in. Okay, Charlie, you can stop. All right, we're just gonna put it back together the way it came out. So, we can try to start it before we get it 100% back.
Before we screw the screws in.
If it doesn't start, I won't know what to do.
Well, if it doesn't start, then we can just kind of leave it here and I'll have someone.
I think it will start. I've never had a problem. Well, the only problem I had was the key wouldn't turn, and then it's because I put it together wrong. Okay, we just put everything back together, and we're gonna see if it works. We hooked the battery back up, so key goes in well, turns nice and easy, starts right up. The only thing without those pins is the key comes out, but just make sure you don't drive anywhere and leave your key at home. You won't be able to turn it off.
Yeah, okay.
But, yeah, okay. All right, well, thanks for watching the video today. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or if something wasn't clear, please post a comment below. I'll try to answer. Just to be clear, when we took the cylinder out, we took all of the pins and springs out. Just because I have experience where I just took the bad ones out, and then when I put it back together, it worked for about a month or so, and then it stopped working again, and I had to do the job a second time. So we took out all those pins, all those springs, and then it turns nice. Like, I've never had an issue once I did that. So that's my recommendation. You may be concerned that someone could start your car without a key, which technically is true. You can really start it with any key or a screwdriver or whatever, but the car will immediately die because even in 2004, they had a little chip in the key, and if that chip isn't right up there next to the ignition, the car won't run. So it's kind of a redundancy, that chip and all those pins. You really don't need them both. No one will be able to steal your vehicle without having the key. So again, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. God bless. See you on the next video.